Alright, got something a little different today. I got this ah-ooh-gah horn. Ah-ooh-gah. I got this horn. I picked it up at a flea market for $5. Now, I didn't expect it to work. I did bring a battery over here and hook it up. I could be hooking it up wrong, but I should be getting something out of it. That's a 12-volt battery. It's probably a 6-volt horn, so just doing this wouldn't ruin it, nothing like that. But see, we're getting a little spark there. So I don't know. Something's amiss. Could just be dirty, or it could be burnt out. You know, it is like they do have like little motors in there. So we're gonna take it apart and look at it and see if we can get it working. They did make these horns for the Model A's, like that car right there back in the day. I think between 27 and 31 they used about 5 different designs, a couple different makes. Sparton, EA Laboratories, Hutchins. You know, like I said, it was about 5 different ones. I don't remember on my offhand. But this one here has a label on it, but it's completely wiped off. And it does have numbers, which you probably can't see. It's 121923, so it's like 12-1923, and I don't think it means 12 volts, a 1923 horn. So, and there's no impressions on it anywhere, so I'm not really sure what it is. The back here almost looks like a Spartan, the way the things are hooked up, but I'm not sure. So let's take it apart and see if we can maybe just clean it and figure something out. Yeah, for you guys that don't know what an ah-ooh-gah horn is, let me show you what they sound like. Something like that. So, like I said, I paid $5 for this. In working condition, some of these go for well over $100. Some of them $200, depending on the make. Alright, let's unscrew it, see what we got. Alright, there's really not much to these. You just have the one screw here, and you unscrew this, and it should take this top off. I'll throw you guys up on a tripod so I can use 2 hands. Alright, this isn't a how-to, this is more of a let's take it apart and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. Now, like I say, it's only this one screw. Oh, okay. Huh. Alright, this setup here, the little shoe coming over like that and everything, almost, to me, looks like a Spartan. If somebody knows, let me know. Because, like I say, there's no markings on this at all. They're all rubbed off. Okay. One good sign is the motor is spinning. And it looks like brushes. Maybe it could just be a cleanup. Let me get a poker. Alright, I'm going to check the tension on the springs here. Okay. Alright. Now we got tension on both springs, so both springs are touching whatever that's called, commutator, I don't know. I'm not a motor guy. But, and that's spinning. See, when that spins, that hits like a little tit, and that tit reverberates on and it resonates on that plate. And right now that don't feel like it's hitting anything. So, but anyway, this should spin freely when you touch these two things. So I'm going to take all these apart and take this back off, and we'll look at it. We probably won't see nothing, but maybe we will. Alright, let's continue on. Here's something I just seen. I was going to unbolt these nuts and bolts. I don't know if you can see it, but they're already loose. That's never a good sign. That means somebody had their hands in it. So let's take it apart and see what's in there. Alright, we got all the bolts out of it. Now let's Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Here's part of the gasket, like I say. Yeah, somebody had this apart. And from the looks of this is all packed in grease and crud and you name it. Oh, let me see something. Let me get a light. Huh. Wow. This must have been in a junkyard or something, because I don't know if you can see it in there. Probably not. But there's screwdriver marks this way all over the thing, like somebody was digging out and scraping off all the crud and everything. So, oh well. Let's continue on. I'm gonna have to take this. I don't know what they call that, resonator or something. It's got to have a name. This is no good, this gasket. Oh yeah, here you go. Huh. Wow. Actually looks pretty good in here. See what happens is when this motor spins, these little knobs. I don't know, with all the black, you're probably not seeing this very well. There you go. Yeah, when this spins, these little knobs vibrate off this little titty, and then that thing resonates. Looks like it might be original paint in there. I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Like I say, this motor itself might be burnt out. I'll have to have Mike look at it. I'll clean it up, and if it doesn't do anything, I'll have Mike look at it, and maybe it needs to be rewound. But see, these here just might have been dirty too, so maybe I'll just take and throw the battery on that and see if that works. Alright, let me check that out. Right. I really haven't done anything much. All I did was take the one brush out on one side here. I left the other one on there in case this fell apart and I didn't know how it went back together, but it's pretty basic. So, and what's strange is usually a brush is made out of like a carbon material, and this is like a hard copper. You know, I've never seen anything like that. I'll have to show that to Mike. He fixes little motors, so yeah. So all it is, I just got the brush apart here. I'm going to clean that, and also I took a reading here for continuity. Oh, I'm leaning on the speaker here. There you go. So that wire is good, that winding is good. So now I'm just going to clean this up and then take the other side apart. Alright, so far all I've done is taking these screws out here and put a new washer there. I mean, the old one, I don't know what happened to it, but the old one wasn't bad, but I just put an insulating washer there and cleaned all that up. Now I'm just going to clean the, like I said, I don't even know what it's called, maybe commutator or something, I don't know. But anyway, I figure the best way to do that is with the Dremel. Can you see the Dremel? With this little I don't know, it's like a Scotch-Brite wheel on there. Yeah, that's working pretty good. Okay, that actually did pretty good. Yeah, it's not abrasive or anything. Looks like somebody might have used sandpaper on there before, so it's pretty rough. But like I say, somebody had their hands in this thing. So now I'm just gonna take my little pick and clean out in between these things here. They look pretty clean, but we'll get whatever crud is in there out. Alright, let me continue on. Alright, I got it all back together. I'm not happy with the brushes, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get a new set. What I did was I took some oil and they got a little felt up top here and a little felt down the bottom, and I sort of lubricated it. So, I think I got a 6-volt over here. Go right there. I got a little 6-volt. We use these around our buzz coils. It's only 4.5 amp. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but let's try it. I'm just as anxious as you. Alright, smoke test. Oh, look at that. That's actually spinning pretty good. Huh. I'm not liking the marks it's leaving on the commutator, whatever that thing is. Okay. Alright, that's a good sign. Now, I gotta make some gaskets for this. Let's see if I got the kind of material. I think I do. So, we'll make some of that and we'll put it back together. Alright, I cleaned the cone part of the horn up here. That's where it was all cruddy. And now I'm going to make the gaskets. I know I always tell you guys don't use cereal boxes and stuff like that, but this case is okay. You know, because these are on paper gaskets to start with. Let me see, where you guys at? Right here? Way out here? Wow. Alright. Put my glasses on. These should be relatively easy. Alright, and I'll get a compass and I'll just put the inside ring there. Alright, here's how we're going to measure the inside circle. Here's the part we need, and you can see where the old gasket was. So I just took the compass and I made the same diameter there, and I will just go around the edge here. Will give us our inside circle. You might not be able to see that, but I can see that pretty good. Then we'll take these hole punches, remember the old ones from the school, and just put it over them holes there, and boom. Sorry about that. I was over here. I'll have to do it again. I was over there. Sorry about that. Yeah, take the old hole punch, the school hole punch. Center it over that. And boom. Got another hole. Boom. Yeah, these gaskets are fun to make. Alright, let me knock these other two out. Now let's bolt it together. Alright, you got a little indexing hole here. You see the tiny one? It's not as big as the other ones. So you got to make sure that it's right on the side here. You make sure that lines up with that. So there we go, there's one gasket. Then like I say, you line that hole up with there, and you make sure the titty comes up, titty side up, and then put your other gasket on here, and then let me get a drift pin to line everything up there, make it easy on us. All right. Just make things easier, just send the drift pin through there and everything lines up. Alright, I didn't even clean these bolts up, I'm just going to put them back. I'm not, like I say, I'm not restoring this. I just wanted to get it running. And, let's see. Oh, here's that little titty goes right up here. See, it's got a little nub in it. I don't know if you can see that right here. Little nub. That goes right there, so you can't really mess this up. Actually, the two connectors go on the top. Alright, and then you got three bolts that are long, so it depends on where you want to put this. I'll probably put this mounting bracket right about here. So the mounting bracket goes on after all the bolts are in. So let me put all these bolts in, and then we'll put the mounting bracket on. Alright, I don't know if this is where the bracket belongs, but this is where it was when I got it, so that's where I'm going to put it. Alright, let me bolt that up. Alright, now all we got to do is put the cap back on. Got a little notch here. That lines up with the notch here, and then there's an adjusting screw up here, so it's pretty easy. Yeah, someday we'll restore this. You know, we'll sandblast it all and maybe put new brushes in it. But for now, at least we know we got something that'll work. Alright, let's go get our battery and see if it works, see what it sounds like. Doesn't matter which one you set these up, put on. Alright, testing 1, 2. Smoke test 1. Holy sh... Alright, I call that a success, huh? Alrighty, enough of this. Holy...